We have here in South Africa political refugees, and also we have economic refugees. Unavailability in Zimbabwe of empowerment opportunities for the young people. So we need to understand that these young people, they are economically active. What they need to do first is to find greener pastures, is to find a conducive environment for entrepreneurship, a conducive environment, so that they can work. Now coming to South Africa, they are now into the receiving country. There is a series of challenges. One of them is, the competition now. It's now a competition of, employment opportunities. And also the other challenge is the challenge of the illegality, the legality part of being into the country. Because you need papers, you need documents, so the process here in South Africa, you might come here as a political refugee and you need an asylum. And the government of South Africa has been taking long to process, these documents.
South Africa, 36.2% of the overall population is unemployed. So now you're adding, as you mentioned, a lot of young people who are coming from different nations, seeking greener pastures, coming in and now competing for resources, which speaks to the relationship between South Africans and foreign nationals. Speak to me a little more about that.
We have private sector in South Africa. The private sector is benefiting from the refugees who are coming into South Africa. Why am I saying the private sector? Because the private sector is employing these people, but the private sector is paying these people low wages, which the South Africans themselves, South African citizens, they doesn't want to be involved. I'll give you, for instance, the refugees are into the industry, the hospitality industry. So South African citizens, they don't want to be involved in this. The people who are into the private sector doesn't want to spend much into labor. They say the South Africans need much when in terms of payments at the monthly basis, in terms of wages. It is about these refugees that are desperate. They can take anything. There is now a congestion into the labor market, and they are saying we are not getting employment. Maybe it is because of a lot of challenges, like we are in the pandemic now. The industry around the world, all the industry were decimated by this pandemic. Now there is a stretch, there is a congestion to the labor market. And the South Africans are now saying there is a congestion to the labor market because of foreign nationals. The foreign nationals are taking our jobs.
We've heard people on the ground in South Africa and in America echo sentiments like these immigrants are coming in, or these refugees are coming in, they're committing crime, DC. And of course, there has been cases whereby immigrants have been involved in this. How do you then remedy such a situation where locals on the ground feel as though, A, they're losing opportunities to cheap labor, and B, there's a percentage of immigrants that are coming in and committing these acts of crime as a way of making a living?
We have seen a lot of people being robbed, a lot of people being killed, but they are not only foreign nationals. And the reasons why these young people are getting into, these ills, it's because of the unavailability of these social nets, the unavailability of the protection and the unavailability of opportunities for them to survive. Governments from the worst countries must try to intervene and provide the safety nets. We need to be given an opportunity for us to work, not to be given for free, but given an opportunity to work.